Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, March 16th, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. In yesterday's primaries, it seems as if Donald Trump continues his march toward the Republican nomination. He won all but the state of Ohio. Marco Rubio, the senator from Florida, has dropped out of the race, leaving only Trump, Cruz, and Governor Kasich from Ohio. Hillary Clinton, meanwhile, soundly defeated Bernie Sanders and is now seemingly on her way toward the Democratic nomination. Meanwhile, the world's largest reinsurer, Munich Re, has reduced its profits expectation for 2016. They earned $3.3 billion U.S. in profits in 2015. They predict for 2016 they're going to earn between $2.6 billion and $3.1 billion. Drop of at least maybe $400 million. They're attributing the decrease to lower investment rates. Meanwhile, interestingly enough, the Argentinian Navy has sunk a Chinese fishing trawler some 850 miles south of Buenos Aires. The Chinese, apparently, according to the Argentinians, were illegally fishing in Argentina's territorial waters and ignored repeated warnings to leave the area. The Argentinian Navy then began to shoot holes in the ship, which subsequently sank. The Navy rescued the crew members of the Chinese trawler. Beijing has already vigorously begun to protest. The Indian insurance regulator has indicated that it plans to allow SCOR reinsurance from Paris, Swiss Re, Munich Re, and Hanover Re into India to operate directly as reinsurers. The Indian regulator indicated that they are now beginning their final due diligence to determine whether or not they're going to be allowed in, but all signs are indicating that it is a done deal. Meanwhile, yesterday, in a joint French and Belgian military/police operation in a follow-up to the November 13th terror attacks in Paris that killed 130 people, the joint task force was tracking 3 terrorists who were connected to that event. One of them was killed, 2 of them escaped. Police are currently hunting for that terrorist right now in Brussels. Meanwhile, this morning in Peshawar, Pakistan, in a government bus transporting civil servants to work in a tightly controlled government compound area, a bomb exploded, killing 15 civil servants. In northeastern Nigeria, earlier this morning in the town of, let's get the town straight, in the town of Maiduguri, 2 female suicide bombers detonated themselves, killing 22 worshippers who were preparing to enter a mosque for morning prayers. We reported last week that the Intercontinental Exchange, known as ICE, a U.S.-based entity, was preparing to offer a tender bid for the London Stock Exchange. The London Stock Exchange apparently preferred a different suitor. Deutsche Börse, known as the Frankfurt Exchange, and the London Stock Exchange announced terms this morning for a merger that will be a $30 billion deal. And if you live in Washington, D.C., you know this already. The Washington, D.C. subway system, the Metro, is going to be closed down for 29 hours, all of today, as each inch of track and wiring is inspected. Apparently, there have been several smoky fires in the D.C. Metro system over the past several weeks, causing extensive delays, and the people operating the system fear that it could be a replica of a fire which killed 3 people several years ago. Worse, the authorities indicate that if they find difficulties or wiring difficulties in the Metro system, they will keep the system closed until they can fix it. It's causing massive chaos for commuters today in Washington. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.